Hi, I'm Vicki Teedy, and 40 years ago, I started struggling with migraine headaches. Migraines were something that many people in my family had, and so I just expected that that was going to be part of my story. And it was, but as the years increased from 11 years old on, they got worse and worse. And I did everything. I mean, even at 11, I was taking some pretty intense prescription medication. First medicines that my dad took, and then that I was eventually prescribed. I did shots, I did meds until they didn't work anymore, and we'd change medications. And for 30 years, well, 40 years that I struggled, but for 30 years I took daily medications to try to alleviate the pain. And it truly was debilitating. I might be going along just fine and all of a sudden have complete paralysis and blindness on one side of my face. When we would go to the clinic, I would be treated like a stroke patient. And life would stop, and not just for the day that the migraine happened, but for a couple of days afterwards, just because I would have this after effect and just, ridiculous pain and exhaustion. It was really changing my life in a lot of ways, and I couldn't do certain things. I couldn't enjoy Christmas lights because it would spark a migraine. I couldn't have a glass of red wine. I couldn't even sip a glass of red wine because it would immediately give me a migraine. I had tried everything, lots and lots of medication, lots of chiropractors actually, lots of MRIs at the clinic, at various clinics, wherever I lived, because when you have that kind of pain, they're immediately looking for the worst. And so I did lots of medical treatments. Chiropractors were great, and they might give me relief for a little bit, but they never took the migraines away. And I knew that that was always going to be the case. And then about a year and a half ago, I met Dr. Stittleburg and heard about Nucca, and had never heard about this before, but I was intrigued, and I was a bit desperate because the migraines were increasing again, and I have a life that I want to live to the fullest. So I visited with Dr. Stittleburg, and then I came for my first appointment. I at first thought this was kind of funky because it didn't seem like he did very much to me in that first appointment, and I kind of gave him a hard time about that. But 5 adjustments later, I was able to begin working my way off of medications. I have been completely medication and migraine free for more than a year now, and that is transformational. I don't have to avoid lights at night or Christmas lights or red wine or many other things that I now fully get to enjoy. I don't worry that the next big event that might be stressful is going to spark a migraine. So I truly am getting to live my life to the fullest. I come now for rechecks or to get just slight adjustments, but I don't have to come all that often anymore. And I have referred so many people here to Trillium Spine Care because it's something completely different and it works. So I am a firm believer in the care that I've gotten here at Trillium, and I highly recommend, especially if you struggle with migraines. But I'm telling you, I've sent friends with lots of other issues who have had similar results.